Welcome to episode 6 of Navigating the Transformation of the Quality Measurement Landscape video series. In this episode, we're going to discuss the concept of data aggregators. I'm once again joined by Michael Klotz to discuss. So when it comes to turning over every leaf or rock for the best picture of a member's care journey and ultimately a publicly reported measure result, it is a source that can make a big difference going from 3, 4, or 5-star ratings or achieving that next percentile in a report card. So not to forget from our previous episode where we talked about burden and impact, data aggregators can bring more sources, efficiency, and timeliness. Now, before Michael weighs in, let me start off with a very simple and broad labeling of data aggregator. In our quality measurement lens, it's an entity that has large amounts of clinical, lab, pharmacy, immunization, and or other data that supplements the data reporting entity beyond the medical record. A state-based HIE or health information exchange is one that's front and center in the use cases in collecting and consolidating very valuable clinical, pharmacy, and lab data. So Michael, over the past year, with recent announcements, NTQA started its DAV program. Can you tell us what that stands for and what this does?
Yes. The Data Aggregator Validation Program that NTQA is currently testing with HIEs in New York State is a big step forward, both in standardizing data access and in simplifying source validation, not to mention the elimination of dozens and dozens of individual supplemental data feeds and a significant reduction of chart reviews for plans.
Yeah, that's a big deal, but it may not seem that way at first glance. So please tell us more.
Yeah, so plans that use many different supplemental data feeds, most of them are what NTQA calls non-standard, know how much effort it is to connect to those one-off data sources, pull and transform each data set, and then go through the data validation for each source with their auditor. Now with the DAV program, the HIE pulls together the data from many health systems in a region or state and certifies its HEDIS data feed with NTQA just once. And any plan pulling from that source can do it in a standard HL7 format and doesn't even have to go through a single data validation. That is the kind of operational improvement at scale that we really need more of.
I completely agree. And one thing I noticed is you said HL7 standard. You usually don't hold back calling out FHIR, which is an HL7 standard. Does the DAV program not use FHIR?
Good catch. In its current pilot version, it does not. It uses the second generation CCD standard, which is a good start. But NTQA is certainly aware that FHIR is the way to go, and it will be a relatively painless switch, at least before the program goes official and is widely adopted. So I do fully expect that FHIR will be the standard for the DAV program in the near future.
Great. Well, thank you, Michael, for helping guide this perspective on data aggregators, and more to come as we shift our focus to use cases next time with Maria. So please drop a like, comment, share on LinkedIn. And as always, we want to hear from you. So please comment with questions and comments. And, just realize we're just touching the tip of the iceberg in these videos. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode.